Hope everyone's doing well. I'm just going to quickly run through kind of, a little bit of the background of what we've been up to. For a number of our reps, we did go through this. So I'm a little bit like a broken record, I'm afraid, but I'll make it quick. Anyway, yeah, so we spent a good part of last year kind of rethinking the brand, working with an agency that a friend of mine ran out of New York, and just kind of doing a deep dive into everything Mad Hippie. So yeah, Jeff, I think we can probably go to the next slide. This is the new branding that we're going to lead into right there. So what we found, we did some conversations with both customers and potential customers, and we found that Mad Hippie was a brand that represented something to people. We were an ethical brand. People were familiar with the fact that we give back to conservation. People, associate us with high quality ingredients, active packed formulas. But one of the bits of feedback that we heard a number of times was, one, it felt a little young. The branding felt like it could be, late teens, early 20s. And I think that turned off some of our older customers a little bit. It can come off almost too playful. So people enjoyed the fun, rebellious spirit of the brand, but it could almost be too whimsical, where it didn't really connote the premium feel or the ingredients that we're using here. And the last one was not premium enough feeling for the packaging. So those were the things that we were kind of trying to overcome as we did this deep dive. So you can go to the next, Jeff. All right, so our messaging, we've been doing this for 14 years now. So when we first came out, our messaging of inclusion and community and giving back to conservation and such, coupled with our cutting edge actives and clean ingredients, kind of gave us a unique stance in the industry. As we did this deep dive, looking at about a dozen brands that we consider our competitors, though, we found that everyone was kind of saying this at this point, and it wasn't really a differentiator anymore. So as we kind of looked at this, what we found to be our real differentiator was our active packed formulas, and that we were the slimmed down line of essential products. I think we have 14, maybe it's 15 at this point, skincare products, but we compete with a whole lot of brands that have 50, 60, 70 products. And we purposely have always kept it really trim. We've got one face cream, it's called face cream. We've got an eye cream, it's called eye cream, right? Like, we're not going to have a superfluous amount of products. We'd rather, create products that solve a multitude of problems for the individual. So in the past, we always said more actives, more results, and we kind of shifted that to minimal routine, maximal results. Kind of the same idea behind it, but we realized that this was much more our unique take in skincare than the previous messaging we were kind of leaning into. So you can go to the next slide, Jeff. So as we kind of thought about this, we thought about, how can we connote this kind of less is more philosophy through the packaging. And yeah, really to sum it up, less is more is where we landed. More actives means you need less products. Less products means less waste, more value to the customer. Intentional options, not a superfluous multitude. Sorry, we've got a 2-year-old here who's over behind the screen talking to himself. So Dana's going to go deal with little Gussie. So intentional options, not a superfluous multitude, a slimmed down line of essentials. This is really cornerstone to our line and paramount to who we are as a brand. But our current packaging definitely was not insinuating a less is more approach. We really wanted to keep the colorful, artistic aspects of the brand while elevating and refining our look. We played around with a whole lot of different designs and styles. But ultimately, we kept coming back to the circle. And the circle in many ways is the perfect shape. Gravity, the most defining force in nature, will always create a sphere, or in 2D format, a circle. And due to this, in many ways, the circle represents nature. You see it echoed again and again, from the shape of the solar system, to the planets, to the iris of your eyes, all the way to the shape of an atom. But a circle also represents community and those who we choose to surround ourselves with. Your tribe, your people, your circle. We went with this watercolor design. Each one is hand painted. Each circle is unique, kind of perfectly imperfect, kind of wabi-sabi-esque. And we thought that the watercolors connotes this kind of handmade natural feel, this feeling of uniqueness, of quality. It's also reminiscent of tie-dye, which obviously, hits on the whole hippie aspect, or a droplet of something under a microscope, which kind of hits on the mad scientist take on the mad hippie name. So we can go to the next page, Jeff, show the boxes off. So this is where we landed. We see it as elegant, elevated, minimalist, yet bold, unique, and rebellious, true to the mad hippie spirit. Elevation or maturation of the brand. There's continuity, yet refinement. It's artsy and playful, yet elegant and elevated. Each box follows the same format with a circle front and center, with the sides each being unique. Taking inspiration for each product's color from our classic color stripe format. So a lot of folks associate us with the color, right? The face cream is green, the vitamin C serum is kind of a yellowish orange. So we really tried to stick with that to make it easy. And so we have a simple front that will look clean and striking on the shelf as they're all lined up next to each other, with the sides being more fun and playful. We've got an art panel, so you can see that on some of these. Each art panel is unique, kind of spills over from edge to edge. And yeah, you can go to the next page, Jeff. We'll see the interior packaging. There we go. So this is what the interior packaging looks like, kind of following a similar format there. A lot of the products with labels, pretty much all of them will just have a single circle in the center, and then some of the art kind of spilling around the edges. With the tubes, we had a lot more space to play with, so we kind of did an off-center circle with a swipe. So yeah, we're really excited with how it came out. We think it elevates the brand while also, staying cool and fun and artsy. And at that, I think I'm going to hand it over to my beautiful wife, although she's going to bring Gus over here for a second. Here, I'll take him. You want to say hi real quick? This is August. All right, can you wave?
Hi, Gus.
Oh, wave. All right.
All right. So this is where we landed on in terms of kind of a mission statement for our brand in a way, really to speak to how we view skincare and our voice in it. So I'm going to read this out loud. I'm going to keep it short, but this is our hippie creed, our mad hippie creed. So our place is not in front of a mirror or tethered to a bathroom sink. It's out there, living our best life, where beauty isn't all-consuming and no miracle potion can replace a beautiful life. Here we choose to age with confidence, not fear. We push our bodies and nurture our skin, give thanks for all that we have and all that's to come. So really speaking to, wanting to support women in making healthy choices, getting out there and living their lives. So, and making it easy to take care of skincare. So that's kind of the mission statement for Mad Hippie. So we can go ahead and switch slides. I'm going to take you through some of the new formulations that we have. So this is actually replacing the hydrating nutrient mist, and it is a similar formula that we feel improved. We had some feedback on the hydrating nutrient mist that we kind of took to heart. One was that a lot of people really didn't know where to fit it into their line. And so, people were always trying to figure out if it was part of a, evening routine or when to use it. Most people are very familiar with the toner. It goes on after cleansing. And so, really changing the name to include the word toner or toning kind of made sense. It's the kind of the organic placement of this product within the line. Of course, vitamin C is a very important ingredient in it. It's not going to be as potent or as concentrated as our vitamin C serum, but it's a really wonderful supporting ingredient in this alongside a lot of other actives that we have in this one. So the formula is similar to the hydrating nutrient mist. We've improved it with some additional hydrating elements. So we've added some tremella mushrooms, which is a silver mushroom. It's a polysaccharide that's really wonderful for helping the skin retain moisture. We've added polyglutamic acid, which is almost kind of like a ramped up hyaluronic acid. It's a really incredible hydrating element. And of course, you'll find sodium PCA, you'll find vitamin C, of course, and lots of other ingredients that are really wonderful for helping reduce the appearance of discoloration, and just, antioxidants as well. And by using it in the morning, of course, you're really boosting that antioxidant content of your skin before going out into the sun and exposing yourself to pollutants in the city and all of those things. So it's a great way to kind of provide a little shield for your skin. This this one does make a great one to toss in your beach bag, and you can reapply it throughout the day, face, neck, chest, shoulders, anywhere that's going to be exposed to the sun. So that's the new vitamin C toning mist. It also has a new mister in it. So for those of you who used the hydrating nutrient mist, it always was kind of forceful. we had hyaluronic acid in it, which is pretty thick. And so it always came out as kind of a thick stream. This is a nice true mist. So hope everyone enjoys this one. We're really happy with it. So Mad Hippie takes skincare and corporate responsibility seriously. This is a little slide that we put together. Just, of course, these are the things that most of you who have worked with us for a long time know about already. Clean ingredients, the nonprofits that we work with, TerraCycle. We've always worked with Save the Elephants, and we still do. Also have worked with Whole Planet Foundation for a very long time. Talks a little bit about the eco-friendly packaging. So anything that comes in a tube within our line is made of bioresin that's made from sugarcane. So it's sustainably harvested sugarcane bioresin, and it is fully recyclable. There's the whole line with the new packaging, all of the internal packaging. It's yeah, we're really excited about the new look, and we hope you all are too. It feels like it's still kind of it honors our old packaging, and in that it's really fun and playful still, but also a little bit more refined. Expiration date. I saw questions about the expiration date. Expiration date are on the bottom of the bottles for most products. It's stamped on there. Sunscreens are not reformulated. Another question that I saw. Are all ingredients sustainably sourced? You know, we are careful about sourcing our ingredients. So there are certain ones that are really problematic, like shea butter. You have to be really careful about sourcing. There's a lot of unfair labor. So that is all fair trade. Mica is another ingredient that you have to be really careful about. Mining practices are pretty horrific in a lot of places that they mine mica, and we do utilize those in, like for instance, aluminizing SPF. So those are all fair trade as well. So we are careful about our sourcing of ingredient. Not everything is certified fair trade, but we are careful about all of the things that you really have to watch out for. And in terms of sustainably sourced, you know, certain things are organic within the line, other things not. You know, we are using a lot of actives in our line, things like peptides that you can't find organic versions of. So wherever we can, we utilize those ingredients. We are very careful about the ingredients that you really have to be concerned about. Let's see, I was going to ask about the makeup line too. Yeah, so hopefully most of you all have seen the correspondence about that, but the makeup line for the most part has been discontinued. We just couldn't get it off the ground quite enough to make it work. But we are keeping the cheek and lip tints, which were the best sellers out of the line, and we all really loved those. So we may end up expanding that down the road. We'd love to hear your thoughts on that, because I think we always try to take into account what stores and of course demo reps and our brokers are thinking. And so if you all would like to see more colors, let us know. Addicted to the tinted sunscreen. Yay. Glad you're liking it. I think that's one of the most popular products within the sun care line. The number one is the Daily Protective Serum, followed by that Sheer Tint Sun Serum. So yay, I'm so glad people are loving the tinted sunscreen. That's getting lots of love in the comments. Yay. Well, we really appreciate all of the feedback and all of the love. It's really gratifying to see. It's been a really long process for us to kind of launch this new packaging. And as you might imagine, after years of having one look, it's a little nerve-wracking to put something new out there. So it's really wonderful to get some positive feedback from you all. And we are sure grateful for everyone taking time out of their busy day to hear a little bit more about Mad Hippie, the new formulas coming out, see the new packaging. Let's see, could you repeat the product from the makeup line that is remaining? We're keeping the cheek and lip tints. So we have 3 shades, the fig, the plum, and the poppy, and those 3 are staying within the line.